So good afternoon everyone. So the last meeting na discuss na nila yung introduction to partnership. Ngayon naman in this tutorial video, i-discuss natin yung basic consideration and formation of a partnership. So alam ko medyo late na to kasi nag-exam na kayo din kasali partnership din, pero baka may hindi kayo naintindihan or baka may matutunan pa kayo dito. So partnership, basic consideration and formation. So, accounting for partnerships. General accepted accounting principles or the GAAP applied to sole proprietorship is also used in the partnership. So, the only difference between the two is the owner's equity. Siyempre, sa partnership, two or more na siya. Two or more na. So, dalawang account na yun. Or tatlo or apat. Depende na kung ilan sila. So, since sole proprietorship has only one owner, there is only one capital account. Ayun yung sinasabi ko. On the other hand naman, sa partnership, marami na sila. So, marami ng capital account ang mailalagay dun sa financial statements niya. So, a partner's capital account is credited for his initial and additional net investment. So, yung mga in-invest niya like assets or if ever man may assets siya na in-invest pero may liability din nakasama, for example, equipment, ganun, or building. So, a partner's drawing account is debited to reflect assets temporarily withdrawn. So, if nag-withdraw ang isang partner, yung drawing account, i-debit yun, which is less yun sa capital niya. So, ganito siya, partner's capital account. Meron siyang permanent withdrawals na i-debit mo kasi nga, kabawasan yun sa capital niya. And then, meron din tayong debit balance of a drawing account at the end of the period. So, meron kasi mga account na temporary na withdraw lang nila, then babayaran din nila. Pero, if hindi nila nabayaran yun, tapos mag-close na yung statement nyo, i-debit yun kasi less din yun sa account niya. So, syempre, yung mga investment niya, i-credit yun kasi credit account naman yung capital. So, yung original investment niya, yung additional investment, the credit balance of the drawing account at the end of the period. So, yung partner's drawing account naman, syempre, yung temporary withdrawals niya, yun yung sinasabi ko sa inyo. May mga times kasi na nag-withdraw sila, pero intention nila is bayaran din. Like, hiram lang, ganun. Tapos, i-credit naman yung share in profit kung meron. Pero pag loss naman, debit. So, a partner's withdrawals a substantial amount of money with the intention of repaying it. So, yun yung sinasabi ko, pag babayaran siya, i-debit siya. Pero yung account title niya, hindi siya drawings account, kundi loans receivable partner account. So, for example, si Carl Jetro yung kumuha ng pera, loans receivable, Carl Jetro. Ganyan nakalagay doon. Hindi siya withdrawals. Kasi pag sinabi natin withdrawals, permanent na yon. Kasi yan, nag-withdraw siya, pero babayaran din naman. So, para siyang nag-loan, ganun, hiram. So, partnership formation. The books of a partnership are open with entries reflecting the net contributions of the partners to the firm. So, partners may invest cash or non-cash assets in the partnership. So, pwede kang mag-invest ng cash, pwede din siyang parang non-cash assets such as land or building or equipment or machinery. Depende na yun sa'yo. So, the fair market value of the asset is estimated amount that a willing seller would receive from a financially capable buyer for the sale of the asset in the free market. So, yung value ng mga asset na kinontribute mo, for example na yung machine, ganun, hindi siya naka-base dun sa book value ng machine mo, kundi dun sa market value, parang fair value ng machine mo. So, for example, ikaw yung sasali sa isang partnership, then meron kang machine na may book value na 800,000, pero yung market value niya is 1 million. If i-record mo yun sa partnership account niyo, sa partnership niyo, 1 million yung i-record doon, hindi yung book value mo. So fair value is the price at which an asset or liability could be exchanged in the current transaction between knowledgeable and related willing parties. So yung fair value, alam niyo naman na, yung market, yung magkano yung value ng machine mo dun sa market. So in cases when the prospective partners of existing business, their respective books have to be adjusted to reflect the fair market values of their assets or to correct the misstatements in the account. So if the adjustments will not be made, the initial capital balances of the partners may be inadequate. So let's have some illustration. So a reconditioned printing equipment invested by Sonny Ramos was recorded incorrectly in the partnership books at 7:30. It is the book value from the proprietorship records. Yung 7:30 daw is book value ng printing equipment na ininvest ni Sonny Ramos. So if the partnership immediately sold the printing equipment for its fair market value of 800,000, the resulting 70,000 gain would increase the capital balances of both parties, Sonny Ramos and Teresita Galang. So the printing equipment should have been recorded at 800 and Ramos capital credited with 800,000. So simply stated, increases in the assets values occurring before formation should be for the benefit of the contributing partner. So ang nangyari dito, yung printing equipment na ininvest ni Sonny Ramos, which is 730,000 ang value niya dun sa libro niya, pero pag binenta mo siya sa market, 800,000 daw. Yun nga lang, ang naka-record dun sa libro niyo, ang na-record dun is 730,000. And then, at that time, binenta nila, kasi for example, hindi pala printing business yung gagawin nila. So, binenta nila yung printing equipment na naka-record as 730. Binenta nila ng 800,000 kasi nga yun yung market value ng printing equipment. So, meron silang gain na 70,000. Yun nga lang, nagkamali sila ng record dun sa libro. Aside dun sa equipment ni Sonny Ramos. So, yung 70,000 na gain, kung sa normal lang yun na normal circumstances, hatiin nila yun ni Sonny Ramos and Teresita Galang. Pero, mayroon kasing may kasi parang may error na nagawa na kulang ng 70,000 yung capital ni Sonny Ramos. So yung gain na 70,000 mapupunta lang mismo kay Sonny Ramos. Wala nang hati si Teresita Galang doon. Nagigets niyo ba? So, yun, ganun lang yun. Kumbaga, kung may kulang dun sa partner mo, na error yung pag-record nyo, kung meron kayong gain na makukuha, una siyang mabibigyan. Kung kulang man sa kanya, unang mabibigyan nyo, bago nyo. Kung may natira, yun yung hahatiin nyo. Ayan. So, next tayo. So, illustration. Emerita Gueron and Emerita Modesto form a general professional partnership. Emerita Gueron will invest sufficient cash to get an equal interest in the partnership while Emerita Modesto will transfer the assets and liabilities of her business. The account balances on the books of Modesto prior to partnership formation follows. So si Emerita Modesto, meron siyang cash, accounts receivable, office equipment, accumulated depreciation, accounts payable, salaries payable. Yan. And then, sabi ni Emerita Gueron, kung magkano daw yung investment, ay magkano daw yung capital ni Emerita Modesto, magbabayad siya equal. Pero yun nga lang, cash ang ibibigay niya. Dito, it is agreed that the purposes of establishing Emerita's current interest, the following adjustments shall be made in the book of Emerita Modesto. So, merong adjustment na mangyayari daw sa mga transfer na asset ni Emerita Gueron. So, yun, sabi dyan, an allowance for uncollectible accounts na 5% is established. So, dito sa 300,000 na contribution ni Emerita Modesto, may 5% daw siya na uncollectible. Parang hindi sigurado kung makakolekta pa ba. So, maglalagay tayo ng 5% na 5% daw na allowance. So dito sa next Ganito yung entry niya. Ito. Ayan. Ganyan yung entry niya. Ilele siya sa capital kasi nga nabawasan yung ano mo, asset mo. So, mababawasan din yung capital mo. Paano nakuha yan? So, yung 300,000, times mo siya ng 5%, so may 15,000 na uncollectible. Then, next adjustment naman, prepaid expenses amounting to 30,000 were omitted with the accountant. So, this is to be recognized. May expenses daw si Emerita Modesto na hindi na-record. So, i-record din natin yun. Ayan. So, nakalagay naman doon, 30,000. So, i-record din natin yung 30,000. So, ganyan. Ayun nga lang, close na yung books mo. So, hindi ka na magre-record ng payable, ganun. Diretso mo lang siya sa capital. Ayan. So, next naman. So, additional salaries payable is amounted to 10,000 to be established. So, meron daw accounts payable na babayaran. So, hindi ka na magre-record ng expense. Diretso mo na siya sa payable, sa capital. Di ba kung naaalala niyo yung expanded na equation ng accounting, yung expenses mo ilagay siya sa capital mo. So dito diretso mo na siya. Since credit balance naman yung normal balance naman ng capital is credit. So i-debit mo siya para less. So ayun na, niless niya na 10,000 kasi expenses 'yan. So using the accounting equation, ganito ang mangyayari. Ayun, para balance pa din. So yung asset mo, nadagdagan ng 15, yung liabilities, nadagdagan ng 10. Yun na 5,000 na nadagdag sa equity. Next. Hindi. Compute natin kung magkano yung ibibigay ni Emerita Gueron na pera. Kasi sabi dyan, magbibigay siya equal sa capital ni Emerita Modesto. So, new slide na tayo. Ayan. Insert. Ayan. Sinabi dito na Emerita Modesto capital is 1-2 daw. So, may 1-2 siya na capital. So, start yung capital niya. Meron siyang 1,200 na capital. 1,200,000 daw. Then yung adjustment natin, meron siyang credit na 15,000. Ay debit. So, less natin yun. 15,000. And then meron tayong credit niya 30,000. And then debit na 10. So, credit na debit 20,000. So, add natin yan. And then, less natin yung 10,000. So, yun. Magkano lahat yun? Meron tayong 1, 2 minus 15 minus 30 plus 30 minus 10. So, meron tayong 1,205,000. So, di ba, nag-increase lang yung capital niya ng 5,000. So, tingnan mo dito, may 5,000 na increase. Di ba? Dun sa owner's equity. So, since sabi naman na magbibigay yung kapartner niya kung magkano equal sa capital niya. So, ang ibibigay ng kapartner niya is 1,205,000 din. So, cash yun. Di ba sabi doon, cash daw ibibigay niya. So, paano i-entry yun? So, cash, kasi sabi naman, cash ibibigay. So, 1,205,000. And then, capital, owner's equity. Kay Emereta Mud Geron. Geron to. Ganyan. Emereta Geron. Ganyan yung entry niya. So, if tinanong, if dito, sa problem na to, tinanong kung magkano yung ibibigay ni Emereta Geron na cash. So, ito yung sagot. 1,205,000. So, next tayo. So, opening interest of a partnership upon formation. So, a partnership may form in the following ways. So, individuals with no existing business form a partnership. So, pwedeng for example, dalawa kayo ng kaibigan mo, wala kayong existing business, pwede kayong mag-form ng partnership. Pwede din naman na ikaw wala kang business, then yung ka-partner mo meron, pwede din yun. Pwede din yung ano, dalawa kayong merong pangalan nito, business, then mag-form kayo ng partnership. So ito, conversion of a sole proprietorship to partnership. So ito yung sinasabi ko, a sole proprietorship, an individual without existing business form a partnership. So yung isa, meron siyang business, yung isa naman wala, nag-form sila ng partnership. Pwede yon. So ito naman, two or more sole proprietorships form a partnership. So pwede din yun. Dalawa kayo, meron kayong business dati, then nag-form kayo ng partnership. Pwede din yan. So ito naman, admission or retirement of a partner to be covered by another accounting subject. So pwede din to. For example, may kapartner ka na, and then sabi nung kapartner mo, ililipat na niya yung share niya dun sa anak niya. So ganito. For example, ikaw si A, then may kapartner ka ni B. Ganun. So, ang partner niyo A, B. For example, ganun, partnership. A-B partnership, ganun. Ngayon, itong si B, meron siyang anak. May anak siya si C, ganun. And then, sabi ni B, ililipat ko na yung shares ko sa anak ko na si C. So ngayon, since nag-withdraw naman yung si B sa partnership nyo, hindi na siya yung kapartner mo. So yung kapartner mo na ngayon, si C, ganun. So magig-give birth yun sa bagong partnership, AC, ganun. Yun yung ibig sabihin ng 3. Ito, admission or retirement of a partner to be covered by another accounting subject. So kung nag-retire na si C si B kasi binigay niya sa C. So yung partnership niyo madi-dissolve na yun, then merong bagong partnership na form. So since bago naman yung partnership niyo, bagong entries na naman yun, bagong opening entries. So kaya yun yung ibig sabihin ng opening entries of a partnership upon formation. Yan yung ibig sabihin ng number 3. So, next tayo. So, ito. Individuals with no existing business form a partnership. So, the opening entry to recognize the contributions of each partner to a partnership is simply to debit the assets contributed and credit the liabilities assumed on the partner capital account. So, illustration, on January 1, 2018, on July 1, 2018, Nilo Vargas and Ferdinand Rifozar agreed to form a partnership. So the partnership agreed specified that Vargas is to invest cash 700,000 and Rifozar is to contribute land with a fair market value of 1,300,000, with 300,000 mortgage to be assumed in the partnership. So i-record natin yung mga investment nila. So, di ba sabi dyan, kay Ray, ay kay Nilo Burgos, meron siyang investment na cash daw 700,000. So meron siyang capital na 700,000. Yan. Tapos yung kay Ray Fernan Reposar daw, sabi niya, land daw ang ibibigay niya. So binagbigay siya ng land na may fair market value na 1,300,000. Kaso may mortgage na kasama yon 300. So ililess mo lang siya kasi nga may utang naman pala. So yung totoo niya lang capital diyan is 1 million. So ganyan lang yun kung pareho kayong walang existing na business dati, din nag-form kayo ng partnership. So ganyan lang, i-record nyo lang yung mga contribution nyo. So if gagawa na kayo ng statement of financial position, so ganito lang siya. So may cash na 700,000, then may land na 1,300,000. So yung total asset niya is 2 million. Tapos may mortgage, 'di ba, na kasali yung land. So i-record niyo din 'yan as liabilities niyo. 300, and then yung capital yung dalawa, i-record niyo. 700 tsaka 1 million. So total 2 million yung niyo, liabilities and owner's equity. Ayan. So suppose that Burgos and Reposar form another partnership with Nora Elizabeth Maniquez. Burgos and Reposar considered Maniquez, who has a vast business network in Bicol, as industrial partner. So the partnership did not receive any asset from Maniquez. So in that case, only a memorandum entry in the general journal will be made. So since 'di ba, wala pa naman experience si Nilo at si Ray sa business, na nag-decide sila na mag-form sila ng partnership kay Elizabeth. Ayan. Which is parang a tycoon na daw in terms of business. So i-considered lang siya as industrial partner. If hindi nyo pa natakol yung industrial partner is yung contribution lang niya sa magiging business niyo is yung skills niya. Yung skills, yung knowledge, ganun. Kumbaga, siya yung magdadala, mag-aangat ng business niyo. So if ever man na may loss, ganun, hindi siya kasali. Hindi siya kasali sa share ng loss. Kasi nga 'di ba, wala na nga siyang sweldo na hinihingi dun sa mga skills na niya, binigay niya, maglo-loss pa siya, 'di ba? Ayun. Pero yun nga lang, wala din siyang matatanggap if ever. Sayang lang din yung Yun nga, if ganon, memorandum entry lang ilalagay niyo siya general journal. So hindi na siya magaganito kasi wala naman siyang kinontribute na pera or asset. Tanging skills lang niya yung ibibigay niya. So in that case, only memorandum entry lang na ang ilalagay doon sa niya. Yan. So next naman tayo. Sole proprietorship and another individual form a partnership. So isang may business, din yung isa naman is wala. So under this type of formation, the assets and liabilities of the proprietorship will be transferred to the newly formed partnership at any values upon agreed by all the partners at recurrent fair market value prices. So the statement of financial position of Leopoldo Medina on October 1, 2018, before accepting John Caldo Dalangin as partner, is shown as follows. So ito, may business na daw siya Leopoldo dati bago niya naging kapartner si Carlo, which is walang business dati. So John Carlo Dalangin offered to invest cash to get a capital credit equal to 1/2 of Leopardo. So sabi ni Carlo, mag-form tayo ng partnership, pero yun nga lang, kalahati lang dun sa capital mo, yun lang yung capital ko. So kumbaga, ang hatian nila is 2:1. 2:1. So ito naman. Ayan. Pero bago sila mag-form ng partnership, may mga adjustment na mangyayari. So number 1, the merchandise is to be valued at 74,000. So yung Yung merchandise din ni Leopoldo Medina, which is 80,000, i-value na lang daw siya as 74. So, paano natin i-entry yun? So, may idea ba kayo kung paano? Dati siyang 80, pero i-value lang siya as 74. So, may pagbaba na 6,000. So, if bumaba yung asset mo, so, syempre, bumaba din yung capital mo. So, i-debit natin yung capital account na 6,000 kasi 80,000 minus 74. Tapos, i-credit din natin yung inventory. Ganun. Merchandise inventory na 6,000. So, next. So, yan. The accounts receivable is estimated to be 95% collectible. So, yung accounts receivable daw ni Leopoldo na 240 is collectible lang daw nun is 95% lang. So, magre-record tayo ng 5% na allowance. So, magre-record tayo ng allowance. Allowance for doubtful accounts. And then, debit natin din is owner's capital din kasi bumaba. Kasi bumaba yung asset mo. Kasi kaya bababa din yung equity mo. So magkano yon? So 240,000 times 5%. So 2,000. Diba? May 2,000 tayo na allowance. 5% ng 240,000. So number 3 naman tayo. So interest accrued on the notes receivable will be recognized 10,000, 12% dated July 1, 2018 and 20,000, 12% dated August 1, 2018. So, yung 10,000 daw na notes receivable dated July 1, 2018, may 12% na. Yung 12% na tubo. So, may 12% na tubo. Pero yung 12% annual na yan. So, pagdating ng August, 20,000 na siya. So, yung kukomputin mo siya is 1 month lang, which is July lang. So, magkano ba yan? 10% times 12. Ay, 10,000 times 12% times 1. So, na-compute ko na yun kanina. So, i-record natin dito is interest receivable. May receivable ka. So, if tumaas yung asset mo, tataas yung owner's equity mo. Ayan. So, na-compute ko yun kanina. 100. 100 yun. Tapos ito naman 100 din. Pero hindi lang yan, di ba? Kasi meron pang isang sabi dyan, 20,000, 12% dated August 1, 2018. So, from August hanggang sa matapos yung period. So, yung period nyo, nag-end ng October. Ayan. October 1, 2018. So, August, September, October. So, 20,000 times 12%. So, 20,000 times 0.12 times 3 divided by 12. So, meron tayong 600. So, 600. 600. So, kumbaga, 700 lahat yan. So, yan, 700. Yan yung increase. Ito naman, number 4, interest on notes payable to be accrued at 14% annually from April 1. So, yung notes payable doon na 40,000 is 14% annually na interest. So, dated siya from April hanggang October. So, mag-entry tayo dyan ng interest payable. Di ba? Kung may babayaran ka, expense mo yun, so bawas yun sa kapit sa equity mo. So, interest payable. So, na-compute ko na siya kanina. So, 2.8. Ano lang yan? Ano lang siya? 40,000 times 14%. Then, bilangin mo yung ilang buwan from April 1 to October 1. Times mo yun. And then, divide mo siya as 12. Kasi yung 14% is annual interest yan. So, di ba isang year is 12 months. So, i-divide mo siya ng 12. So, 2.8. Naman 2.8 din. So, next entry natin. So, the furniture and fixtures are to be valued at 46,000. So, yung furniture mo ay 60,000 siya, pero may 6% na, ay 6,000 na parang depreciation. So, 54 na lang siya. Pero i-value siya 46. So, bumaba siya ng 8,000. Ayun. Bumaba siya ng 8,000. So, i-record natin doon. Owner. So, ayan. So, yung 6,000 ay 8,000 na baba dyan. Kasi possible na nag-depreciate na yung yung furniture and fixtures mo. So, i-record mo siya as accumulated depreciation. Ayan. Na 8,000. Then last entry natin, office supplies on hand that have been charged to expense in the past amounted to 4,000. This will be used by the partnership. So, may office supplies daw na dati ginawang expense pero magagamit pa pala siya. Lalo na sa partnership. So, magre-record tayo ng office supplies. Supplies. Ganun. Tapos, supplies, owner's equity. Na 4,000. So, itong owner's equity, hindi talaga siya owner's equity ilalagay niyo dito, kundi yung pangalan ng partner na for discussion purposes. Ginawa ko lang siyang owner's equity. So, yun. Yun yung entry doon sa dito sa adjustment. So, pero, ganito na siya. If I-record niya. So, adjust the assets and liabilities to Leopoldo Medina. So, ayun, kung mapansin nyo, may credit siya dyan na 4,000, di ba? May credit tayo na 4,000 na office supplies. And then, mayroong interest receivable dyan na 700. Naka-credit din, ay naka-debit din. So, meron tayo ng interest receivable. Ayan. 700,000. Ay, 700. And then, naka-credit dyan, merchandise inventory, 6,000, 2,000, 2,800, 8,000. Which is, yun din yung nandito sa atin. Merchandise inventory, yung allowance for doubtful accounts, yung interest payable, tsaka accumulated depreciation. So, 82826. So, dito din, 82226 naman. Ganun. Ganun lang siya, i-adjust mo na lang yun, yung mga account doon. And then ngayon naman, if na-adjust nyo na siya lahat, babalik ta rin mo siya, i-close mo siya. So, lahat ng naka-credit, so dito, lahat itong liabilities and owner's equity, i-debit mo siya. Then itong lahat ng asset mo, i-credit mo siya. So ganito ang mangyayari. Tingnan mo yung number 2. Yung notes, payable, accounts payable, interest payable, i-credit siya, ay i-debit siya para i-close yung libro. Then, i-credit yung mga asset mo. Tapos, pagkatapos nun, magre-record ka na dun sa libro ng partnership mo. So, ito, cash. I-record mo. I-record mo lang din yung pabaliktarin mo lang din yung ano mo kanina. Ginawa mong pag-close. So, pagdating sa libro ng partnership, baliktarin mo lang din ulit. Yung yung credit mo, i-debit mo din yung naka-credit, i-debit mo. Ayan. Since sabi naman dito sa problem, Giancarlo offered Investcash to get a credit equal to 1/2 of Leopoldo Medena's capital. Ayun, kalahati yung ibibigay niya. So, pagdating ito sa libro ng partnership, yung capital ni Leopoldo is 299,900,000. So, kalahati niyan, yun yung ibibigay ni Giancarlo. So, cash yung ibibigay niya. So, kaya, i-record mo din yun as cash na 149,950. Then, Giancarlo Dalangin Capital, 149,950. So, ganyan i-record if yung kapartner mo is may business na dati. So, mag-end na in 1 minute. So, ganito yung bagong statement of financial position. So, Medina ang Dalangin, partnership na sila. So, tingnan nyo. Meron ng Giancarlo Dalangin dyan, capital na naka-record. So, 149,950,000. So, ayan, balance pa din. So, ito naman, next naman is 2 or more sole proprietorship to form a partnerships. So, actually, pareho lang sila ng gagawin dito sa nauna. So, yung mga adjustment na gagawin mo din siya. And then, i-close mo. Same lang, i-close mo. And then, sa book ng bagong partnership, babaliktarin mo lang din yung kinlose mo. So, same lang sila ng gagawin. Walang pinagkaiba. Tingnan nyo. Ayan, no? So, tuloy na natin. So, 2 or more sole proprietorship form a partnership. So, actually, same lang siya doon sa nauna. Same lang kayo ng gagawin. Una, i-record natin yung mga adjustment. Ayan, yung mga actual count, bank reconciliation, and corpus. And then, i-reconcile lang natin siya sa bagong new book of partnership. Ayan. Ito sa book of Dio Garcia Corpus. Ayun, yung una, ito yung mga adjustment na gagawin doon sa libro niya, like yung mga uncollectible accounts, ganun, lalagyan. And then, sa pangalawa naman, i-close na siya yung libro niya. Same lang din sa Esterlina Rivera. Ayun lang din. Yung una, i-record mo yung mga adjustments. Then, i-close mo yung libro. So, sa bagong book ng partnership, ayan lang. Babaliktarin mo lang yung ginlose mo. Same lang, dalawa. Then, pag-combine mo na siya. So, yan, kung mapapansin nyo, meron na yung Dio Garcia Corpus Capital. And then, Esterlina Rivera Capital. Ganyan lang. Same lang nang ginawa mo dun if ever dalawa kayong may business. Ganun. Kung ano yung ginawa mo dun sa isa, dun sa una, yung may business, yung isa, dun isa, wala naman. So, same lang kayo nang gagawin. So, let's practice. So, Florian Labosa contributed land inventory and 280,000 cash to a partnership. So, the land has a book value of 650,000 and a market value of 1,350,000. So, the inventory has a book value of 600,000 and a market value of 510,000. So, the partnership also assumed a 350 notes payable owned by Labausa and has used to purchase the land. Rosalie Banlag, yun yung kapartner niya, agreed to put up cash equivalent to Labausa's net investment. So, paano natin i-entry yan? Ito lang ngayon. Sabi dyan, nag-contribute daw ng land, inventory, tsaka cash. Sila bossa. So, record natin yan. Land, inventory, tsaka cash. So, labaw sa capital. Ayan. Yung land daw niya, may book value na 650, pero yung fair market value, yung market value niya is 1,350. 1,350,000. So, recognition siya. 1,000. Then yung inventory naman niya, yung book value is 600, pero yung market value is 500. So, recognition siya. Sorry. 510,000. Then yung cash, then na 280,000. So, meron pa pala siyang meron pa siyang meron pa siyang notes payable na 350. So, meron pang notes payable na 350. Debit ay credit yun. Yan. Yan. So, yung capital na lang niya, 1,350 million plus 510 plus 280, less natin yung 350. So, ang magiging na lang niya, capital na lang niya is 1,780 million. Ay, 1,780,000. So, ganyan siya i-record. Then, sabi naman dito, Rosalie Banlag agreed to put up cash equivalent sa net investment. So, ang i-record din natin dito, yung kay Rosalie Banlag, cash niya, 178, 1,780. Kasi sabi equal. So, yun. Kay Balhag, capital. So, record natin. 1,780,000. So, ganyan lang siya. Ganyan siya i-record. So, next tayo. Gugula and Paglinawan has just formed a partnership. Gugula contributed cash of 1,260,000 and a computer equivalent that cost 540,000. So, the fair value of the computer is 360. As Gugula notes payable of computer 120 to be assumed by the partnership. So, Gugula is have an 60% capital interest in the partnership. Paglinawan contributed only 900,000. The partners agreed to share the profit and loss equally. So, Google should make an additional investment or withdrawal of. So, una, entry muna natin. So, yun. So, entry muna natin. Ano bang binigay niya? So, cash. Cash na. 1,260. And then, computer equipment. Computer equipment na fair market value is 360,000. So, Gola has a notes payable of 120. So, i-record din natin yung 120,000. So, 120,000. Ay, hindi. Notes payable pala. Ayan. 120,000. And then yung capital, Gogola capital. So, magkano? 1,260 plus 360 less 120. So, 360 minus 120 is 240. So, 240 plus 1,220. So, 1,500,000. Yun. Pero sabi dyan, 60% lang daw yung capital interest ni Gogula sa partnership. So, kung yung kayo paglinawan, cash na 900,000, i-record din natin yun. Paglinawan capital na 900,000. So, kung 900,000 yung binigyan ni Paglinawan, represents yan ng 40%. So, ano yan? Yung 900,000, so divide natin yun ng 0.40 para makuha natin yung para makuha natin yung 100%. So, 900,000 divided by 0.40. So, 2,250. 2,250. 2,250 sana yung lahat ng capital nila. Represent nyo ng 100%. So, 2,250 minus 900,000. Ang natira dyan, yan lang yung dapat ibigay ni Gugula. So, magkano ba yan? Minus 900,000. So, 1,350. So, sobra yung kay Gugula ng so 1,500 yung binigay niya. So, 1,350 lang sana yung ibibigay niya, which is 60% ng capital interest. So, meron siyang i-withdraw. Meron siyang i-withdraw na magkano? 1,500 minus 1,350. Equals to 150. 150K. Ayan. I-withdraw niya. So, that's all for our tutorial for today. Thank you very much. Ayan. Stop